What a competitive season for the late models in 2021. A big car count all year long, but in the end, the Magnum Michael Bennett, a two-time late model champion, and a dramatic ending to today's 30-lap feature event. You were behind there midway through the race, Bennett, and you knew Adam Gray was a couple positions ahead of you, and you knew the championship was on the line. What was going through your mind in those last few laps, knowing that you had to get up to third with Adam out in front?
I really don't know what I was thinking. It just felt like maybe I let my guys down. I had a bad restart. Adam was able to get down. I thought maybe I could follow him through, but he had a really good car, and he was able to power his way up to the front, and then it kind of put us in a situation there. We were riding fourth. We were gaining on the 31 just a little bit, and that was the position that we needed to be in. There's a little bit of panic. I mean, you worked so hard all year to put yourself in this situation, and to have it be taken away from 2 points, it would really sting. So I had to get aggressive and get up on top of the wheel and make the moves that we needed to do. So I didn't let my guys down or my sponsors down, and that move ended up making us be the champions.
This year you decided to drive for your own team after driving for another owner for a couple of years. You came in. What was the uncertainty like going into the season, and how do you even describe the pride and how proud you and the team are to pull this off so well this year?
So I didn't make that decision. My wife made it for me. I stepped away from our own program back in 2007, after 2017 season. We came back in 2018. We came off turn 4, and we ended up in the wall, turn 1 of the Spring Sizzler. There's a lot of things going on in my mind. A lot of things going on that I never expressed to my team. Even my wife, she had no clue. I packed it in. I was mentally drained. 2 growing kids, and that was where my focus was at. And at that time, we packed it in. We were done racing. We got an opportunity to go race with Rob Russell for 2 years, and I had fun behind the wheel. I feel like I gained, some really good friends over there. But in the end, we never made the victory lane. Mm-hmm. And I felt like, or my wife felt like, and then we got talking that the only way we could do that is if we knew what we were, preparing the race car, because those guys always prepared the race car for me. I just showed up and drive on Friday nights. They did a heck of a job. It's just we weren't able to get it done. So we had to come here, had to do our own thing, and there's a lot of pride in it, and took a lot of people, and I'm very grateful for all those people.
That's your third track championship at Stafford. What makes this one special?
What makes this one special is my kids. My kids are a part of it. Those other two, my son, he was a few years old, doesn't really remember it. He was going through his treatment for leukemia at the time. My daughter was 12 weeks old or something like that. I don't know. It just they've changed this for me, and I see their smiles. I see their tears. The tears really hurt. I don't want to disappoint them. So it was a very stressful week because my daughter's like, "We have to win," But it's not always that easy, but it's a good life lesson for them too. They saw the hard work that we had to put into them, but this one. That's what makes this one special is my kids.
In the end, who do you want to thank for all that's been done this year?
Well, first and foremost, my wife for saying, hey, you need to get back in your own race car. Forget all about that stuff, that you're going through. You have a great support system, great team. Go and do it. So it was her idea. My father-in-law, he sold his personal Camaro to buy this race car from Tyler Leary.
Wow.
And I can't thank him enough. Our great friend Benny from Hilltop Restaurant and Bar and Bingo, the 3 of them, and actually my father and my grandfather, H&B Seiden, they all put their hard-earned money into buying this race car to get me back behind the wheel of our own race car. So all of them are awesome partners with Aubuchon Hardware. We got to meet them. Believe it or not, I never had met them until this year.
Oh, really?
Everything was emails, phone calls, and they came, and I'm so glad they came, and they got to experience a race. I can't thank them enough. The wonderful people at Longview RV and Sales, those folks, my parents bought a camper from them, and we got talking about racing with them. And next thing you know, there's a few emails, text messages, and we met each other, and they're on board. Alpine Tree Company, Steve's been on our car forever. Can't thank him enough. My neighbor Mike, G&M General Contracting, Rad Race Engines. Donnie Wood is awesome. I called him up and I said, hey, we're back. You know, when we bought this car. Pete Yetman, he's a good friend of Ryan Pasacco, my brother-in-law. He jumped on board, and now I have a great friend in him. Stafford Mechanical Services. You know, these guys they come every year, at least once a year. They always bust my stones about things, and they're always here. Can't thank them enough. I gotta kind of look at the car because sometimes I forget.
You don't want to miss anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Ruby's Fine Wine and Liquor. They keep our team motivated to get home to finish the race. We have a fridge full right now from them. Napa of Tallinn, whatever we need, oil filters, spark plugs, belts. They've taken care of us 100%. Mm-hmm. Bingo, I mentioned him. Can't thank him enough. Ben Dodge, he's one of my best friends. He'll tell me when you're doing good, and the minute that you're doing bad, you know, he's the most honest person I've ever spoke to. Mm-hmm. I think I might have got them all. I really don't. I gotta take a quick look.
Now you have the microphone, so it won't go quiet on you when you turn away from the mic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. And then all the contingency sponsors for Stafford Speedway. I mean, for our late model division, you know, Flow Racing, Sunoco Race Fuels, Wicked Motorsports, Broadbrook Brewing, iRacing, Paradiso. They're a little bit that they may think they're doing. I don't know how they feel about it, but it's huge to us, you know, to get back here every week. And my crew guys, they're the most important people outside of my family, my support system. They've you know, talked me off a ledge sometimes, and they've also picked me up. And I said it in Victory Lane when we crowned champions. I'll say it again. But Bob Phil builds the safest race car, the fastest race cars. He has his own unique way of communicating, and we'll leave it at that. So if anybody wants to get into late models or full fender division, you'd be a moron if you don't buy one of those race cars.
That's a pretty convincing plug, I'd say.
Yeah.
So how are you going to celebrate tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a late night already. We're going to go back and we're going to drink some of those beers that Ruby's Fine Wine and Liquor gave us. And we'll soak it all in. But we have something planned on October 22nd at Hilltop Restaurant and Bar from Benny. And I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, it hasn't sunk in yet, but one day it will.
Just watch your step with the champagne. You say you're dealing with sticky feet.
Yeah, I mean, the track stepped up, gave champagne. It's wicked sticky.
Hey, in the end, congratulations, Michael, on being a two-time late model champion.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. And everything that Stafford's doing, this production that you guys are doing is helped our sponsors. And that's big for us, so we really appreciate it.
Well, it helps when you list off every single person that has helped you out along the way. That's Michael Bennett getting it done. Third track championship at Stafford, second late model title in dramatic fashion. But in the end, what a year for the 19 team getting it done this year.